Hey there, Justin Fleming here with Chin McQuaid Fleming Harris, here to bring you another brief update about what's happening in our Park City real estate market. Here we are. We just finished Labor Day of 2023, and yes, over the Labor Day weekend, we did get our first snows of the season at the top of the ski resorts. So that creates an instant buzz as people start getting excited for ski season again. Please hold on. We would like to have our entire fall season, which is yet to come. So, it is exciting, but let's get this season out of the way. So looking at our overall MLS, wanted to kind of talk about what's happening. Absorption, which we've talked about a little bit in the past, is the number of months worth of inventory we have at current sales levels that it would take to use up the entire inventory. That's been steadily on the rise since last December, and it had actually peaked in July at 7.55 months of inventory. And in August, by the end of August, that actually officially shifted direction, is actually trending back down at this point in time for our absorption, meaning that the amount of sales that we're having is increasing in comparison to the amount of inventory. Also looking at days on market, this is echoing the same sentiment that had been on the rise up through April. We got all the way up to 75 for the entire MLS as an average. And that number's actually crept all the way down to 58 at this point in time. And then likewise, looking at the number of listings, we've been trending upwards since March. We do see a flux of, as soon as we get into springtime weather, we see a flux of inventory starting to come onto the market. And that had been increasing steadily up until we got to the end of August, and that number had gone flat between July and August, which typically once we get that kind of that peak and we're flattening out, we start to trend back downward on our overall available active inventory. And lastly, kind of talking about our median pricing. So in August of 2022, the median price was $1.1 million across the entire Park City MLS. And in August of 23, now that we've got that data, the median price was $1.15 million. So up slightly, about 4.5% to 5% was the overall increase in the median price from year over year, which is nice to see that even though we've had a lot of turmoil in the overall marketplace, our prices have still trended upwards. And then I wanted to kind of make a distinction here. Our market is very segmented. And with that, we've got kind of the Park City area, which would be Park City limits and the Snyderville Basin. And then we've got the surrounding areas. All of those are incorporated in the Park City MLS and the numbers that I just gave. But historically speaking, the Park City limits and Snyderville Basin combined for about 60% of our overall inventory. That was looking back just a handful of years, 3-4 years ago. And now, looking at it currently, the Park City limits and Snyderville Basin combined for only about 40% of our inventory. And that's twofold. The amount of inventory that is in these two areas is still drastically lower than it normally would be. We're trending around 450 total listings when we would normally have about 800 in these particular areas. So kind of diving into those areas, since it is so segmented, the median price is up from August of 22, when it was 1.53 million. It is now up to 1.77 million as the median price. Yet again, median, that's just, you line all the numbers up and you take the number that's right in the middle if you put them in numerical order. And so it's not our average, and that number varies so much if you have a big sale or a lot of small sales, one way or the other. But the number of available listings, looking back a year ago, dropped from 529 listings to about 440 listings in the Park City and Snyderville combined areas. Likewise, days on market peaked in March at 91 days and is down to 72 days on market is the average. And then lastly, absorption. Also, we'd been on a steady rise on our absorption rate all the way from December, and August marked the time when that changed and we shifted back to, instead of being increasing our absorption rate, it is now decreasing. All of these are signs that our market is actually kind of getting restricted a little bit more with the amount of inventory. More buyers are coming in than we have sellers, and the opportunities are really there to still find a home that'll fit for your needs, but the amount of inventory is tight, so you need to be able to have a good set of eyes out there looking for you and trying to find it when it comes. And then likewise, if you're out there selling, it's a good time to be able to market your property at a fair price, and we can really kind of see those properties being absorbed into the market in a relatively quick fashion. If you have questions, would love to hear from you. Please reach out to myself or anybody on the team. We'd love to help you understand our market with greater detail. It's really something we're all passionate about, and we love helping you. So until next month, take care.